All right, let's get into it. So your underlying energy is judgment. Oh, the Fool, actually. Judgment and the Fool are very similar to me. But the Fool here is what we're looking at. So starting with a new beginning, and is a definitely off on a different track. And I feel like it's because there was a period of time where there was some contemplation, some time of, of stagnancy. There was a new perspective that was pretty much gained here. I think there was something that was seen here. So now the whole reading about your love life has to do with starting fresh, starting something new, taking a leap of faith even, okay? And going with what your heart, where your heart leads. Now, the Knight of Cups is a definite representation of the Fool, in my opinion, because the Fool is all like, let's just go off and see where this leads, right? There's no direction, there's no set goals. It's just being in the moment and living in the experience. Now, with the Knight of Cups, he's very focused on his cup, right? But he feels for that emotion as long as he's got the cup there and present. And I feel like there's a lot more romantic energy. There's even this this idea of what you want, right? There may be like an offer or some sort of ideal relationship or something that just fits the whole description of your ideal partner to the T. Like they feel it good. Now, what your desired outcome is the King of Wands. So for some of you guys, you may want to just be more confident in yourself. You guys want to feel like you guys are, really feeling in your power. For some of you guys, it may also be that you want to express how you feel. You want to express, your emotions. Be that passionate King of Wands. You want to truly be in your energy. Okay. But the thing I feel that's standing in your way is the Six of Swords, because of the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Swords indicates some sort of passage, right? Some moving on, some traveling, things that, this doesn't have to be physical, right? It doesn't have to be a physical travel. It could be, an emotional or a spiritual travel, very similar to death and the Hermit, in my opinion. So they look within, they go within, they cleanse, they leave behind what doesn't work to search for, other avenues or other places for prosperity. But that's, again, there's a risk being taken there, one, and then two, it is a new beginning that they're looking for, right? Moving from turbulent waters to more calmer waters. And I feel like that's the thing. There hasn't been much change. There hasn't been much much of an adjustment here. I feel like there may be a need to really kind of, to let go of something, to release something, even if it was something that you're very proud of, right? It's something that's totally acceptable for you to be proud of course. But there is like certain things that, something that you may be proud of may not necessarily be, what's going to get you to where you want to be, which is the King of Wands. Okay, so there may be something that you may have done that's gotten some recognition, some sort of process that's been, really good in the past, but it's like, how is it affecting you now? Where is it leading you now? If it's not going anywhere now, perhaps there's a situation in the sense, a situation where you may need to just, try something different, try something new, and you may even get that same very same outcome. Right? There could be that, honestly, the Six of Wands is like, you're not sure if you're going to get the correct feedback that you look for, or you're going to be recognized for the work that you've been putting out there, or the transition that you're doing, because it is stepping in a different direction. But who's to say you won't get this, right? So it's encouraging you, honestly, to go after this new love, new beginning, Ace of Cups. There's something new here, right? The Fool is definitely indicating that for sure. This new love, Leo, new love. And you can have this. It's absolutely yours. It's saying to go ahead and take that cup, grab it. The Knight of Cups is the dreamer, the lover. He knows what he wants. He knows how it feels. So go for it, right? The thing that's stopping you at this moment, though, just like the Six of Swords, is moving on, moving forward, healing, going to a place of, from turbulent waters to more calmer waters, is the Three of Swords. You have old issues here, old pains. There's something here that still bugs you. There's something here that still, that still hurts regarding this connection that you have with someone else, right? This situation. And it still hurts. It's the only thing that's kind of like standing in your way of being able to be the King of Wands, to truly go for what you desire, to really, feel more like in your power. Just to go for it and be fearless. And it's because, perhaps maybe you weren't recognized for the work that you've been doing in the past. Maybe there's something that happened, that's something that needs to be released. But there's this pain here. It's still lingering. And I feel like it's because of some sort of, it's come from this Ace of Pentacles. Right? This Ace of Pentacles is the start of a new beginning. is moving in a direction in which there's longevity, stability, support, security. It can potentially lead to this way. And I feel like that's what you want. You want to be sure that whatever you're getting into regarding this relationship, you know you're going to have some sort of commitment. You know you're going to have some sort of, grounded area here. You don't want to start fresh. You don't want to honestly take that risk and go in the direction in which, you may not be able to determine that you're safe, you're solid, you're stable. But that's the thing. I mean, considering that this is in regards to love, right? There's never a guarantee. But it's about being courageous and going with your heart, going with what your heart wants anyway, and trying your best to make it that way, right? And I feel like you guys have in the past with the Six of Wands. You guys have tried so hard. You guys have been proud of the effort that you've been putting into the relationship. So now it's a little bit more, it's harder. It's harder to do, definitely. It's harder to just say, okay, let's do it, because of everything that you put into the last relationship. But you deserve love. This person is exactly what you were looking for. Now, the Knight of Cups does show some inconsistency, so that can be a little bit of a problem too. The Ace of Pentacles, at least, is very consistent. All right, it's consistent in its ways. The Knight of Cups in this way is not. But I do get this feeling, though, that this isn't necessarily another person. This is more of an offer of love. Somebody that's offering you something. Or you could be offering someone else this love, right? And it's just hard, right? It's hard. Now, for some of you guys, it could be that this is regarding someone that you already know. Or this is regarding someone that's as a friend that wants more, right? But at the same time, right, it could be that this is someone else that's been trying their hardest should be recognized for it. But it's hard, but they can't really be seen through the sadness, through the things that you're still holding on to, which is Three of Swords. That could be very, for some of you guys, it could be that there's another individual here trying to offer you guys a cup, but you can't see it because, there's no recognition here, because there's some things that are still lingering, that still are, hurting you. But in the outcome, I like this. You have the Ten of Wands. Yes, this is a completion of a cycle. Yes, it's burdenous, but you're completing this cycle. You're ending it. You're letting it go. You're releasing the burden. You're allowing yourself to be happy. You're allowing the relationship to develop, and you're allowing yourself to take this new journey, to take a risk and stepping into a new territory. Traveling and doing the things that you want to do. Traveling in the sense of spiritually, emotionally. You're going outside of the comfort zone. You're going outside of what's familiar. You're making a new story for yourself, especially when it comes to love. And that right there is a success and something you should be proud of in itself. This whole journey, you're going to be doing this. And it starts from what you're holding on to. It starts from where you are the most hung up regarding the transition. Because that's what, that's what the Six of Swords is. It's a transition. So let's go and take a look at your whispers of love here. See what we got going on here. All right, y'all. Be supportive. Wow. And this is not necessarily being like, of course, it's good to be supportive within the connections that you're in regarding your relationships. Definitely be supportive to the people that you're around, especially, if they're doing something that's a little bit more daunting, right? If this is asking about supporting somebody that's doing something different, but you got to support yourself first, though, right? It's always good to support the people that you love, but it's also good to support yourself. And it says, make a genuine effort to show you care to yourself. Right? And I feel like it's hard, right? It's hard to go out there and make that step, or to take that step in that direction in love. But what you need right now is support to be able to do it. Because it's love, for one, okay? Your emotions are out there, and we all know that's like one of the big things that people kind of hold off on, right? But this is your element right here. Love is your element. You rule the heart, Leo. So right now it's all about the courage to go ahead and do it, to move forward, to release what is no longer, to accept what can be. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the romance angels. I'll just leave that there for now. Wow, deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. That's very interesting. And that usually can mean that there is something that's like somebody's being, it could be like internal denial. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's lying to somebody, especially considering that there isn't any cards indicating this in your reading. Like, I'm not going to go straight to like, ooh, somebody's actually lying. Let me go take a look. Let me do this and that. No. If somebody is not really showing their true face, it could be that there's just a bit of hesitancy on their own part. And that's what I feel like that is. Like the false face could be like there is some sort of hesitation. There's something that's holding them back, some sort of pain potentially that's keeping them from being able to be themselves, to show who they truly are, to be open and to be honest about who they truly are. And that can be hard in itself, right? Especially if you've been hurt in the past, when you have been open, you have been confident in yourself and in what you've been doing, and it's just been shut down, hasn't been recognized. So I feel like this deception in this card, deception, what it's really saying is that don't deny yourself, or don't let anybody else deny that. Well, you can't let anybody, you can't make someone do anything, right? So the only thing you can do is control yourself, and you don't have to deny yourself something because of what happened in the past, right? And it says, and I feel like saying don't deny yourself the happiness that you're looking for because of the pain you've been feeling. This is temporary. These are growing pains, and as much as it hurts to say, right? Every relationship is made to help us grow, and we can do that, but we have to be open to it and face that. We can want what we want, but we have to take action to make it happen. And I feel like everything's beautiful. This whole reading is beautiful. The only thing is, right, it's like this kind of holding you back, which is something that can definitely, could be overcome, is recognizing that you are still the King of Wands. You are still the mighty Leo, the lion or lioness, whoever's watching this, right? You are still powerful. You guys are still the hearts, right? You guys love. But it starts from healing first. We gotta heal this.